Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, inviting you to join me and Jason Alessi for the home team every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. here on the TAN Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live, the home team with Paul Porter. Special guests, prizes, and your phone calls about the Bucs, Lightning, Rays, USF, Sun, FSU, Florida, and more. Talk to you this Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
This is the TAN Talk Radio Network.
The Rays have won the American League pennant. With their second straight Stanley Cup.
The Tampa Bay Sun have won the USL Super League Championship.
When the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady. I don't know why we ever think it won't.
It's time for the Father and Son's home team on the TAN Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live. The home team is brought to you by Father and Son's Windows and Doors, locally owned and operated with offices in Tampa Bay and Orlando. Visit them on the web at faswd.com and mention the home team for special pricing. And now, here he is, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and the press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Well, thank you very much, Brother Pat, and welcome to a noisy home team today. And we have not one, but two noises here. We've got Matt and we've got Jake, and we're glad to have both of you with us. Jason is over at Disney today. He celebrated Thanksgiving over at Disney, so we're glad that you guys were able to come and fill in for him as you have in the past.
We're happy to do it. Thank you very much.
Well, we're glad to have you here, and what a weekend to have you guys here, because I know, Jake, you are a bit of a college football fan.
Oh, yes, I am. It's rivalry weekend.
And it's rivalry weekend, and this is the weekend that college football fans really look forward to. Some games have a whole lot of meaning, and the other ones, as far as rankings and that, not so much. But you think Ohio State, Michigan is the biggest one?
I think it's the biggest one. I mean, there's so much hate between those two teams. I mean, in Ohio State's facility, even around campus, they put little red X's on all the M's around everywhere. And they even practice with their they make Michigan's helmets for the defense when they're in practice. So it's a lot of hate. But there's also the Iron Bowl. That's a lot riding on that game. Auburn wins. Alabama's out of the playoffs. Alabama wins. It secures their SEC title game.
I remember hearing a story about Woody Hayes, the old Ohio State coach, was driving from Ann Arbor back to Columbus, and he was virtually out of gas, and he would not stop and buy gas in Michigan.
Oh, my goodness.
He was determined to make it across the border into Ohio before he would buy gas, and he ran out of gas about a mile from the Ohio border.
Oh,
and
wow.
He ended up walking into Ohio to fill up a container from Ohio gas, bring it back into Michigan, put it in his car, and then drive the rest of the way home.
Wow.
But he was that determined that he was, even though his car was literally on fumes, he was not going to buy gas in Michigan. So you're right. It is a huge rivalry. And so many of them today, Florida State, of course, coming up later on this afternoon, and then the Iron Bowl tonight with Auburn and Alabama. But of all the games that are the rivalry games, Jake, which do you think will be the closest? Which will be the most entertaining game of all?
I'm going to say the Iron Bowl because Alabama has a lot of pressure on them to win this game. I think Auburn's looking to stop their playoff hopes, and they're playing in Auburn, so that's a hard place to play, especially a night game. So I think Auburn's going to pull it out. I'm going to say 21-27 would be the final score of that one.
Okay. Well, our contest is the Bucs and the Arizona Cardinals, and we'll get to that in just a bit. But do want to thank Jason and Marshall for filling in while I was out last Saturday. So we appreciate them doing that. The Buccaneers control their own destiny. And when I say that, I wink, wink, because they are a half a game ahead of the Carolina Panthers right now, with still 2 games to play against Carolina. It's been a tough schedule. The Bucs have lost 3 in a row now, but it's been a tough schedule, and now it lightens up a bit. A very winnable game coming up tomorrow against Arizona. Then they've got a couple of games with Carolina. They've got a home game against Atlanta and a home game against the Saints. All of those are very winnable games, the rest of the schedule. But they got to get going. They're 6-5, Matt, and we don't know about our quarterback.
I was going to ask you that. Are they winnable games without Baker?
Well, that's the $1 million question right there. What do you think, Jake?
I think Teddy Bridgewater can do it. I mean, of course, we're gonna miss Baker if he can't play, but I think Teddy's a veteran, so I think he knows how to handle the offense. I mean, but it's really up to them. It's up to the defense too if they can stop them from scoring a lot. But I think Teddy can win a few games for us.
He didn't look that good when he came in that one game, though. Teddy didn't. I didn't think.
Well, he's got a good track record, but age is creeping up on him. And the old saying is, Father Time is undefeated.
Amen.
We all know about that. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a rough game without Baker Mayfield. And boy, Baker Mayfield, God bless him. I mean, he has got to be in such pain, and still he refuses to give up. And I would not be shocked if he starts the game tomorrow.
Right.
I mean, he could.
Yeah, I heard that he started, it wasn't this year, but in years past, he started with a torn labrum in the other shoulder, and he was able to still start it.
Yeah.
A sprain's not as bad as a torn labrum, so hopefully he can do it.
Yeah, but the other team, the Cardinals, are going to be well aware of his situation, and they're going to be going after him.
You better have a lot of protection.
Yeah, for sure. So that is our contest today. Congratulations to Mike on Facebook Live. He was the winner of the contest last week, and we want to say hello to a whole bunch of people. David Alexander watching us from north of the border, and David as well in Odessa. Glad to have him with us, and John and Donald all watching us. Andrea, glad to have you joining us here on Facebook Live. And Mario as well is tuned in. He's usually doesn't check in till about 10:15, 10:30, but he's with us early today. So he must be up early.
Black Friday specials.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Want to remind everyone of our Christmas party coming up 2 weeks from today at Alessi Bakery. That's Saturday, December the 13th. We hope that you'll mark your calendars and be there. We're going to be doing the show live from there from 9 to 11. And we hope that you will be there. We'll have some refreshments there as well. And we have a to be determined, well, I know what it is, but a Christmas gift going out to everyone that comes by, one per family, I should say, but a Christmas gift going out to everyone that comes by, and hope that you'll be there to pick that up as well. Want to get your thoughts on some other things. First off, the Lightning and the Magic have a dilemma, and you might call it a good dilemma, but it's the same dilemma. Any idea what that is?
They're winning too much, or they're winning a lot.
That's partially it.
Injury bug?
They're winning without their best players.
Ah,
Paolo Banchero has not played for the Magic for about 2 weeks now.
Wow.
And the Magic are now 12-8. They beat Detroit last night, and actually they are now going to the knockout round of the Emirates Cup in-season tournament. They are in the quarterfinals of that, all without Paolo Banchero. And the Lightning have the best record in the Eastern Conference without Victor Hedman, Braden Point, Ryan McDonough, Eric Chernak.
Right.
All of these guys are out. And the young guys from Syracuse, Declan Carlisle and Dominic James, and you have to really strain yourself to think of all these guys, but they're doing well, and beat Detroit yesterday, and now head to New York to take on the Rangers this afternoon. And it's a dilemma. What do you do, Jake, when these guys come back? When Hedman's ready, when Braden Point is ready, what do you do? Do Do you sit these guys down that have been playing so well?
I mean, it's really hard. Like I tell my dad all the time, Syracuse, we have a lot of guys ready to come up to the NHL level, I think, and seeing them hold it down proves that they can play at the NHL level now. When they come back, I can see us sending down like maybe Finley and Douglas, because they haven't really produced as much. I mean, they're great at forechecking and all that, but I see them going down. But again, it's like you're kind of seeing the passing of the torch from the veterans of the Hedmans and the McDonoughs to the young guys. So you kind of see the new versions of the Tampa Bay Lightning coming up.
But then the Hedmans and McDonoughs want the torch back.
Yeah.
They're giving it to them temporarily, but they expect it back.
It'll be weird to see who goes up, when they come back, who goes down. But they're handling it pretty well. I can't wait till Hedman comes back and McDonough. I think once they come back, we'll see a little bit more offense going. I mean, they have great offense now, but I think they're still kind of holding back with the rookie defensemen back there.
But those rookie defensemen have been playing good defense. I mean, until yesterday, Vassy had only given up 1 goal per game, and he had a couple of shutouts in there as well. So,
yeah, we thought he was going to get that second in a row shutout the other night. So it was like, oh my goodness. But it was good. I was worried that once the veterans come back, whether or not they're going to be able to mesh together as well. The young guys seem to play
chemistry.
Chemistry. They play well together.
Well, they played together in Syracuse, and they just in a different arena.
Yeah.
Right? But you're right. That is something that
it would be good to see, though. I like to see Hedman back and Point back and all those guys back to continue their winning. So
they did a survey on Lightning Vision the other night, and I wanted to throw that out to you guys and also to our listeners. What is your favorite side dish for Thanksgiving? You can name anyone, but the choices they had on Lightning Vision were stuffing, mashed potatoes, casserole, and rolls. Yeah. Jake, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Easily rolls. Rolls are the best.
Rolls, okay.
You could eat like 6 and not feel guilty about it.
and that's before his first plate of turkey too. So
with or without butter?
Of course, with butter.
Okay,
It must be crazy without butter.
To me, I'll have a little bit of roll on butter. You know, I mean, I was always kidded about when I make popcorn. It's a little bit of popcorn with the butter. You know. So, Matt, how about you?
I love the stuffing. And if I would be able to choose, it would be the in-bird over the stovetop.
Okay. All right. So. How about you, Matt?
And for me, it's a tie between rolls and mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Yes, I'm a mac and cheese guy.
You know, I'm glad you said that because that was the choice. They didn't have casserole. Mac and cheese was the choice as well.
That's right. Right. That's right. Because when I saw it, it was like mac and cheese. Who has mac and cheese for Thanksgiving? But I guess Matt does.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, my girlfriend's brother-in-law makes a fantastic mac and cheese every year for Thanksgiving. So that's kind of how I got stuck with it.
Yeah. So mine was mashed potatoes. And
mashed potatoes and gravy, you gotta love them.
What? No gravy. Please.
No gravy.
More butter.
Wow.
I am a butter freak. Okay. Wow. I can never have enough on.
We should get Betty Crocker to sponsor the show. We should.
There you go. But anyway, we want to hear your favorite side dish, and you can put it on Facebook Live, or you can mention it when you call in. But let us know what your favorite side dish is. And then we're taking a little survey this morning. Have you put up your family Christmas tree as of yet, or are you going to put up your tree if you haven't?
We have a get together on Friday with a whole bunch of family, with a whole bunch of friends and family, and so we needed to put it up before Friday, and so we put it up yesterday.
Before Thanksgiving? Then?
No. We waited till after Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Matt, do you have your tree up yet?
Not yet. My tree's going to probably get put up on Monday, and then we're going to decorate it when we have time at the end of the week. Tree's going to go up Monday, but my porch lights are already up.
Okay. I'm putting my tree up today after the Lightning game. You know, the Lightning play at 2:00. I'll put that up after the Lightning game.
Do you have a Lightning themed Christmas tree?
No.
All right.
I think I have one lightning ornament,
Okay.
but that's about it. Then I have a magic ornament and a few others, but and a Buccaneer ornament, of course. But not. It's a nice tree. It's a big tree, and it's one of those that I think the guy on Christmas Vacation would be proud of. You know,
I think my wife is decorating it right now because she knew Jacob and I were out of the house, and so she can decorate it without us trying to put ornaments into places where she don't want us to put the ornaments in.
Oh, well, I thought you said you already had it up.
Well, we have the tree up. We just don't have it decorated yet.
Oh, well, I don't
Yeah.
know if that counts.
Well, we do.
That's the same thing I said. I'm physically putting mine up on
Yeah.
Monday, but we actually decorate it when we have time at the end of the week.
Well, we have 3 trees, and so 2 of them are decorated.
Oh, all right,
and the
okay.
The big one's not. So,
Okay. All right. So they want to get your thoughts on all of that as you join us. 727-441-3000 is the number to call. We'd love to hear from you. And again, the contest, the Bucks and the Arizona Cardinals coming up tomorrow. So we look forward to hearing from you. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be back with more of the home team here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350. You ready, Jake?
Yep.
Okay. FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
For the first time ever, the home team is endorsing a place for all of you fishermen. And the winner is Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Ulmerton Road in Largo. Betts, that's Betts, is open 7 days a week from 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Everything you need from clothing to AFCO and skinny water culture to Shimano and Daiwa reels. They also do repair of your equipment. Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Ulmerton in Largo, and online at customfishing.com.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free financing for 12 months with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the home team. In fact, I'm one of their customers, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com. Father and Son Windows and Doors, faswd.com. That's faswd.com. The generosity home team listeners have shown to Reach Out, Speak Out has been overwhelming, and I can't thank you enough. From our entire Reach Out, Speak Out ministry, thank you. The holiday season is here, and many of our families that have been victims of domestic violence won't have the kind of holiday you and I will have. Would you consider a gift card donation to places like Walmart, Publix, Winn-Dixie, or Aldi? We want to make sure every one of our families has food on their table and the necessities of life for the upcoming holiday season. As I mentioned, we greatly appreciate your past generosity. And if you can help us during the holiday season to make the holidays a little brighter for our families, we would greatly appreciate it. The next time you're in your go-to grocery store, maybe pick up a gift card of any size for our families. You can send it to Post Office Box 4979, Tampa, Florida, 33677. And thank you again.
Life Builders Christian Counseling Center brings hurting people to wholeness in Christ. Life Builders is a professional counseling center with multiple counselors and locations in Brandon and Tampa. They offer in-person, Zoom, and group sessions, counseling individuals, married couples, children and adolescents, and families. Some of our licensed counselors take most insurances. Call 813-438-5949 or visit lifebuilderscounseling.org. Life Builders can help. 813-438-5949 and at lifebuilderscounseling.org.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Porter, voice of the Lightning and host of the Home Team Sports Radio Show. I'm here to tell you about our educational home team, Cambridge Christian School.
No longer Tampa Bay's best-kept secret, CCS is the perfect blend of academic rigor and a biblical worldview foundation, serving families for over 60 years. Come see why we are the #1 rated Christian school in Tampa and visit us at ccslancers.com.
Family owned and operated, T&D Golf on West Waters Avenue in Tampa is the place to find everything you need for your golfing experience at affordable prices. Club repair is available as well. As a longtime sponsor of the home team, T&D wants to make sure you get the very best quality at a price you can afford. Open at 4205 West Waters Avenue, half-mile west of Northdale Mabry, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. T&D Golf, making golf affordable.
My favorite restaurant in all of Tampa Bay is J. Alexander's at the corner of Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of I-275 in Tampa. The prime rib is to die for. Steaks are just as mouthwatering, and that's not all. Seafood like salmon, ahi tuna, shrimp, or crab cakes. Don't forget the salads and appetizers like my favorite French onion soup, and top it all off with a homemade dessert. J. Alexander's in Tampa at Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of 275. Open 7 days, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Reservations suggested but not necessary.
The Florida State Fairgrounds is home to so much more than just the fair that runs every February. Concerts, trade shows, conferences, and competitions are all just a few of the things you'll find at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater all year long. For the very latest information and schedules, visit floridastatefair.com. The Florida State Fair and so much more, all happening at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. We'll see you at the Florida State Fairgrounds.
Now let's get back to the home team with the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the home team. Glad to have you with us. A lot of people have been commenting on their favorite side dish, and our listeners are all over the board. I'll tell you what. We've had John in Clearwater says mashed potatoes and gravy is his favorite. David says the casserole is what he likes. Mike, who won the contest last week, says the cranberry sauce. So there's a lot of different choices out there. David says green bean casserole is his favorite choice, and just a lot of different observations as far as that goes. And someone also pointed out that there actually was Woody Hayes toilet paper that was sold throughout the state of Michigan. So you never know what you're going to see. But want to say hello to Kathy as well, who's watching, and Christy. We're always glad to have you with us today. Let's go to the phone lines. Our good friend Jason Alessi, who's over at Disney, is joining us. Jason, welcome to the home team.
Well, thank you, guys. Good morning.
Hello.
Good to have you with us. What is your favorite side dish, Jason, of all the choices on Thanksgiving?
I would have to say stuffing.
Stuffing?
Yeah.
That's a popular one. That's what you said, Matt.
I did. In bird or out of bird?
I don't know the difference.
Oh.
Just stuffing is stuffing to me. I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Outbird.
Okay. And the other survey we're doing is your Christmas tree up yet?
No, and I don't know that we're putting one up. After this, we'll wait and see.
Okay. All right. Well, you can't
let's work.
You can't go up and down the dial without hearing Christmas music, and I know that drives you crazy.
Is Mickey's tree up yet?
Mickey's, a lot of trees are up. We went hotel hopping yesterday, so me and my mom, we like to go around and look at the different Christmas decorations, and it's beautiful.
Okay, all right, very good. So you don't mind the other people doing the work; you're just not going to do it yourself, right?
Yeah, maybe. We'll still wait and see.
All right. Well, Jason, this is rivalry weekend in college football, and we've also been asking, what is the most attractive rivalry of all the things on the menu today?
Oh, I'd have to say it's the game, Michigan-Ohio State. The intriguing thing is Ohio State hasn't beaten Michigan in about 4 or 5 tries, despite winning the national title last year and being undefeated this year. That shadow hangs over them. And you know how people in both states, the fan base feel about that. It's going to be an intense game. And Michigan is actually still playing to possibly get in the playoff. If they beat Ohio State, I mean, they might be on the outside looking in, but that could change in a hurry if they beat their rival.
Yeah, I know that we talked about the story of Woody Hayes running out of gas a mile from the Ohio border because he refused to buy gas in Michigan, and the Woody Hayes toilet paper that's out there. And so it is a big, intense rivalry, no doubt about it. Some of the other rivalries, Florida State today, and of course Auburn, Alabama, and Mississippi State. All over the country, really. Even USC and UCLA play. So there's some other intriguing rivalries.
No doubt about it. Of course, Ole Miss and Mississippi State played yesterday. Ole Miss won that game. Now the whole controversy and debate is what is Lane Kiffin going to do? You've got Florida. Florida State has lost its luster. It's still a rivalry, but when both teams are bad, it really kind of takes away from it. And Alabama Auburn, at least for Alabama, they're still playing for a playoff spot there. So that there's intrigue there.
And there's always a lot of rivalry, and the game is at Auburn this year.
Yes. Yeah, that Auburn win could shake things up a bit. It would knock Alabama out of the SEC title game, and again, who knows if depending on the results in other games, could potentially knock them out of a playoff spot.
So we'll see what happens as far as that goes. As far as the Bucks go, they control their own destiny, but barely. I mean, a half a game lead over Carolina. And having to face Carolina 2 more times, it's really up in the air.
Yeah, a little concerning with the way they're playing right now. Certainly any time you lose 3 games. Carolina didn't impress me very much watching them against San Francisco. I guess it's one of the things we're going to have to see how the remaining of the season shapes out. I'm concerned about the Bucs playing Baker Mayfield this week. In fact, if they do, he looked really hurt last week. And I really would not risk it.
I don't know how you guys feel, but to me, if you look at the schedule and who they've beaten and who they've lost to, it's very clear that the Buccaneers are a good team, but not in the upper echelon. I mean, all of their losses, Jason, were to good teams, and all of their wins were against mediocre teams, with the exception, I would say, of Seattle. Seattle's the one quality win they have this year.
And San Francisco.
You could throw that in there too. But they kind of have beaten the teams you thought they'd beat and lost to the teams you'd think they'd lose to.
But if we had a healthy Bucks team, would that be different?
That's a big factor. But that's a factor for everybody.
Right.
Everybody has that situation. But Jake, what do you think? Are they playing pretty much to their potential, that they are what they are? They're a 6-5 team. They've beaten some decent teams, but they've lost to good teams.
I mean, it shows what kind of team they are. I think if they were actually fully healthy, it'd be a different story. But with the injuries you have, I think they're living up to the standard that they put themselves in with all the injuries. I mean, it's hard to tell because if we had a full roster and we had all of our stars back, I think we'd have probably 2 losses on the season. But again, like you said, all of our wins were against, okay teams. Like we haven't yet to play or beat a high caliber Super Bowl contending team. So it's kind of concerning, but at the same time, we're still leading in our division. So I see us going to the playoffs, but I don't see us going past the first round of the playoffs.
Familiar story there.
Yeah.
Jason, what do you think? I mean, it's usually there's a game or 2 in the season where you say, oh man, I can't believe they lost that. Or, oh man, I can't believe they beat them. But this year it's gone, there really hasn't been an upset, either positive or negative, for the Bucs this year that I can see.
Yeah, that's true. What's disappointing to me is the defense, which was really the problem last year, is still the problem this year. They haven't fixed it. And that's what's really disheartening. I expected the defense to be better. And the fact is, Todd Bowles, I mean, a lot of this, I think, does have to fall on him. He is a defensive-minded coach. And I think the Bucs could use better pass rushers. But at the same time, you got to figure out different schemes and different play calls that fits the talents of the players you do have. And right now, they're just not getting it done. The defense, I think, has been a big disappointment.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Switching over to the Lightning and the Magic, I mentioned that they both have a similar dilemma, and that is that they are winning without their best players. And the Lightning, you look at Braden Point, Victor Hedman, Eric Chernak, Ryan McDonough, all being out, and yet they have the best record now in the Eastern Conference. And the Magic, playing without Paolo Banchero for the last couple of weeks, have moved up to 12-8, and they're advanced to the next round of the Emirates Cup. Very odd, but it's an interesting dilemma.
Yes, it's a good problem to have for both teams. And Lightning, the way they're playing right now, it looked like they may be the best team in the league. They're playing outstanding. That's wonderful to see. And Magic are coming into form, too. I mean, Detroit had the best record in the Eastern Conference, and Magic beat them last night. So, they're both looking good. Very exciting.
And technically, the Devils won yesterday, so they have the best record in the Eastern Conference, but the Lightning still lead the Atlantic Division. So
I still think the way the Lightning are playing, I think they're playing, they look like the best team overall, maybe in the league right now.
And they beat the Devils head-to-head. So
you
have to look at that as well. Well, before we let you go, Jason, we have the contest, of course. Want to get your score on the Bucks and the Arizona Cardinals, but also want you to talk a little bit about the holiday catering. Thanksgiving is behind us, but Christmas is staring us in the face, and you can order your Christmas dinner as well.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we're doing the same types of dinners. We can do with the turkey, with the ham, with the roast pork. It comes with, the stuffing, the casserole, cranberry sauce. Come with a pie and rolls. You can get just the turkey, ham, or pork by itself, and get any other side items you like, including, mac and cheese, green beans, vegetable medleys, side items like devil crabs or beef empanadas. So you call it any time at Alessi Baker. We're at 813-879-4544. And we're going to be calling as soon as possible because, we're going to be getting a lot of orders in.
Absolutely.
So as soon as you can.
So what do you see tomorrow for the Bucks and the Cardinals?
I'm going to go with the Bucks to win. I think it'll be a close game. I think the Bucks will win 24-17, and I'll look for them to be up at halftime 14-10.
All right. We like that. Let's hope they can pull that off because Carolina has the Rams tomorrow, and the chance to go up by a game and a half if they can get that one. Well, Jason,
nice.
Glad you were able to join us. Enjoy the rest of your time over there. And we'll see you back here in studio next Saturday. And, of course, our Christmas party coming up 2 weeks from today at Alessi Bakery.
Can't wait for that. Getting the food. I'm going to get the food items ready for that. And, we're ready to go. I'm excited about that.
All right. Have a good time over there. Say hello to your mom for us.
Yeah, certainly will. You guys take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Let's stay with our phone lines. Kirk is standing by. Hello, Kirk. You're on the home team.
Hello, Paul. Happy belated Thanksgiving.
To you as well. A happy belated Thanksgiving, and hope you had a nice one. What's your favorite side dish, Kirk?
I like the stuffing.
Okay, that's a popular choice. That was number one at Benchmark International Arena for the Lightning fans.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It barely nosed out mashed potatoes. Of course, I voted 36 times for mashed potatoes. But, that may have been why it was a little slanted. But
Jake only did 34 for the rolls, so that's what happened.
So that's how it finished. Kirk, do you have your Christmas tree up yet?
Oh, I keep it up year round. I just take the decorations off. That's in the corner, and it doesn't go up in the attic. Makes life a lot easier as you get to be old.
Smart.
I hadn't thought of that. You do take the decorations off, though, and you take the lights down and all that.
The lights stay on it because it's one of those trees with all the lights.
Oh, okay.
We don't turn it on except July 4th, which is Christmas in July. So.
Okay. All right. Not bad at all. But what are your thoughts on the Bucks and the Cardinals tomorrow?
Well, I think the Bucks are definitely going to win. It's just, as you mentioned earlier, the injuries are just so predominant in the league, and you just got to hold on, get there into the playoffs. and we're seeing that. So I think they'll win tomorrow. I think they're going to win handily, like 35-17.
All right. I like that.
And I'll give you my halftime will be 10-3.
10-3.
It'll be a slow
Okay.
start. I did want to mention real quick the loss of the USF football coach. I cannot see him staying. I think Arkansas looks like the fit, and he'll be gone, and they'll have to start searching again. And that lower tier pool is not all that great.
Yeah, he said so much about how he wants to see the stadium and he wants to be a part of that, and his family is really settled in here and he likes Tampa Bay and all that. But, when an SEC team comes calling, it's hard to turn that down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and Arkansas is a second-tier SEC team. They're not there. I lived in Arkansas for 3 years. It's a wonderful place to be. Not as warm as here, but it's a beautiful place to be. So I could see him moving up there. It's his opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to be here. He can come back to see this stadium. He can play the opening game in the new stadium against USF with this Arkansas Razorback.
I'm not sure how welcomed he'd be back if that was the case, though.
Well, I think USF fans have really endeared themselves to Coach Golish, and I think no one would blame him for taking a job in the SEC, even though, as Kirk mentioned, it's a lower tier SEC team. It's still one of the big conferences.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why we're going tonight, is because we want to see him coach a game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, when SEC calls, it's the NIL money that'll get you. So USF has good recruits, but once he signs the contract to go to Arkansas, all the commits that are committed under him are flipping to Arkansas to go play under him. So
that's the worst part.
So regardless
for
whether
USF
he stays
fans
at USF or goes to Arkansas, it's a big story of, does he want to take the money, and does he want the extra money for the NIL portal to get his players? I mean, again, it's like the Lane Kiffin situation. There's a ceiling you have at every conference. Did he hit the ceiling in the American? I don't think so.
What you're saying is that he's actually going for his players so that his players can transfer with him, and there'll be the NIL money.
That's what a lot of coaches do. They take the opening.
Yeah, but
spots.
those are not Southeast Conference players. They're players that can play in that league.
Right.
They're not playing at the SEC level. He's got to get the big kids out of Arkansas and out of Texas, which they used to in Arkansas, and it's really a religion out there. And they play in War Memorial down in Little Rock. It's unbelievable atmosphere back when they were in the old Southwest Conference.
Well, the two exceptions, though, Kirk, I think might be the quarterback and the kicker. I think both of them could play in the SEC.
Yes, the kicker could play anywhere, and he will play anywhere. I think he'll be playing Tampa Bay in a couple of years also.
Yeah, another of the Grammatica kids. But, well, Kirk, always good to talk with you. Thank you so much. I hope you can make it to our Christmas party coming up.
Unfortunately, I'm officiating that weekend, so I cannot work at volleyball tournament.
All right. Well, we'll miss you, but you'll have some net gain from that.
All right. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Kirk.
I got that.
I was hoping somebody would,
that.
Jason would have thrown the tomatoes. But, okay. Let's continue real quick on the phone lines to Lee. Hello, Lee. You're on the home team.
Good morning on this lovely Ohio State, Michigan weekend.
Oh, this is your weekend, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, Ohio State is the better team this year, but every year they seem to struggle with Michigan. Just as what was it, like 11 in a row that Ohio State won before Michigan turned it around, and now they've won the last 5. So it's gone in streaks. Yeah.
Right. So it's tough. I can't watch the game. I turn it on at 3:30 and get the score. I just cannot watch the game.
Yeah, it's always something to watch, and it's usually a back and forth type game, and the fans really get into it. There'll be 105,000, I think, in
the big house.
in the big house today. So it's always maybe the biggest rivalry in college football in the entire
country. And they're retiring number 21's trader from Cleveland in Michigan's number today, the Heisman Trophy winner. So more reason to win, I hope. But we'll see. But I'm glad the
I like what you say. You can't watch it. You have to just turn it on at 3:30.
That's it. But the Lightning's playing much better. Nice to see. Yanni Gore get a couple yesterday. Some secondary scoring.
And we mentioned earlier these young kids that they brought up from Syracuse. They're really holding down the fort while the big guns are injured.
Right. So maybe they'll stick. It's good to see them play, get the chance. So, whatever. And Bassey's playing. Bassey. Well, both goalies are playing well. So I'm sure the other guy will go today when they play. The Rangers.
I think Johansson will get the start today for sure. What do you have for a score tomorrow with the Bucks and Cardinals?
35-24 Bucks.
All right. Thus far, Mike, who won the contest last week, is the only one to pick Arizona. Mike on Facebook Live has the Cardinals 23-17 and 13-10 at halftime.
Nah, their quarterback situation is not the best. I don't think either. So, but we don't know who's going to be playing quarterback for the Buccaneers either. So,
yeah. What is your halftime score, Lee?
14-14.
All right. Then the Bucks pull away in the second half.
Right.
Sounds good.
2 weeks from today is the party, right?
Yes, sir. You're going to be there, I know, picking up your cookie sheet.
Yes, I'll be there picking up the cookie sheet, and can't wait.
Very good. Look forward to seeing you.
One of the best weekends of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you so much, Lee. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye now.
We're going to hit our break, and then Corey Long will join us on the other side. More of the home team on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
The Palm Pavilion on Clearwater Beach is back and better than ever. Beautiful sunsets on sparkling Clearwater Beach, relaxing times with a wide variety of menu items, from sandwiches, seafood, landlubbers' favorites, desserts, and your favorite alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks is what you'll find at the Palm Pavilion. Located at 10 Bay Esplanade on Clearwater Beach, they're saying of there's no place like this place anyplace else, so this must be the place truly applies. Come and enjoy a relaxing lunch, dinner, or drinks at one of Tampa Bay's gems that visitors from all over the world make a destination. The Palm Pavilion, 10 Bay Esplanade, right on Clearwater Beach. Visit them and check out their menu on the web at palmpavilion.com. That's palmpavilion.com. If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free financing for 12 months with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the home team. In fact, I'm one of their customers, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com. Father and Son Windows and Doors, faswd.com. That's faswd.com. Have you made your plans for Christmas? How will you spend Christmas this year? Here's Pastor Chris Bonham at Grace Family Church with an invitation for you.
Christmas at Grace Family Church is something that we plan for and we get so excited about. I want to personally invite you to come to our Christmas services, our Christmas Eve services. We know that this is a busy time for everybody, and we know that it's also sometimes one of the loneliest times. We want to connect with you. We want you to know that you have a place to come and celebrate the season, be in community with people, and to be seen. And so if that's you, we want you to come, be a part of what we're doing at Grace Family Church, and just really just enjoy the community and all the festivities that come with Christmas.
For more information, just go to christmasatgrace.com. That's christmasatgrace.com. And for information on all of their 8 campuses, visit gfcflorida.com. That's gfcflorida.com. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is, with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory.
The Florida State Fairgrounds is home to so much more than just the fair that runs every February. Concerts, trade shows, conferences, and competitions are all just a few of the things you'll find at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater all year long. For the very latest information and schedules, visit floridastatefair.com. The Florida State Fair and so much more, all happening at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. We'll see you at the Florida State Fairgrounds.
Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and one has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com.
Time for more of the home team. Here again are Paul Porter and Jason Alessi.
Thank you very much. Jason is out this week, but Matt and Jake Noyes are here, and we're glad to have them sitting in for Jason. We're always glad to have them whenever they have the opportunity to come by. And
we always love to come. Thanks, Paul.
All right. Well, let's go back to the phone lines. Corey Long from NHL.com and various other outlets joining us. Corey, thanks for joining us on the home team today.
Hey, happy holidays. How you doing?
Same to you. Absolutely. We've been talking about the Lightning and the dilemma they have. They have the second best record in the Eastern Conference and the best record in the Atlantic, and they're doing without Hedman, Chernak, McDonough, and Point. It's just pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think it certainly is. You always. I think, it's funny that because the team's been so good for so long and, they've had such a lot of firepower and a lot of wonderful, names, a lot of all-stars that, sometimes you forget that, when it's time to really coach and scheme and plan and implement a structure, John Cooper remains, almost really unmatched in this league. And that's why he's the longest tenured coach with one team. That's why he's the head coach of the Team Canada Olympic team, because he's that good and he understands the game that much, and he generally tries to put players in a position to where they can succeed and they can best help. Especially these guys that are so many players are being called up from Syracuse, and these are tough assignments, and he really puts them in spots where, they can contribute, where they feel comfortable at, and, where they can, where they can do a capable job. So a lot of credit goes to John Cooper. A lot of credit goes to that staff for handling these changes the way they have. And, a lot of intricacies about pairing the right guys together, making sure they feel comfortable out there, making sure the moments aren't too big for them, that they're not putting so much on them to where, a lot of mistakes can be made and, a lot of angst can happen. So I'm more than anything, I'm really impressed by, I can't say I'm impressed. We've seen it for a decade and a half now, but, once again, John Cooper, he shows what kind of coach he is.
And Vasilevsky is looking like the Vasi of old again. He has really been, he had a shutout, a near shutout, and other games just giving up one goal.
Yeah, and I mean, we can go back to the game that they won in overtime, and that's that tremendous save. Just one of the most, one of the, sprawled out. It should be a goal. It should be game over, and he gets a blocker pad on it. It goes the other way. They score. Things like that. Those things happen when you're on a heater. Those things happen to teams when they're on a heater and they're finding it hard to lose.
Switching over to the Bucks, Corey, if we can. They've got a game tomorrow that they should win. We don't know about Baker. What have you heard as to whether he will play or not tomorrow?
From what I've heard is that he's going to try to go. I'm assuming that if he gets out there, they'll feel like he's healthy enough to where he can play a full game. I don't think they would risk it if they thought they were really going to re-aggravate something serious. I mean, it looked very serious last week. I mean, it was a concern that he wouldn't play anymore this season. When you see an arm in a sling, whether it's a throwing arm or not, you're talking a shoulder. That's pretty, that can be pretty frightening for a quarterback. But, he's a tough guy.
Yeah, but wouldn't an extra week off help him for the other games that are coming up, though?
Yeah, but you don't really have, we're in a stage where you got 6 games left. They're 6-5. They're not in a position where they can, if he can play and he can go and they feel comfortable that he can go, they're not in a position where they really want to, you don't want to give yourself the best chance to win every game down the stretch.
Well, Corey, we've got the contest picking the final score. What is your final score for the Bucks tomorrow?
I think they're going to win 24-13. I think it'll be a good performance from the defense.
All right. And how about a halftime score?
Halftime score 17-6.
All right. Very good. Well, we appreciate it, Corey. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your holiday weekend to join us today.
Absolutely. You guys take it easy.
All right.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. It's time for our top of the hour trivia question. And I thought this was a good question. What Little League baseball, what Little League has produced the likes of Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden, Tino Martinez, and Wade Boggs? Don't say it out loud if you know the answer, but that is our top of the hour trivia question. Matt, you're shaking your head like you know.
I have an idea who that is. Yes.
Okay, all right. All 4 of those guys, stars in Major League Baseball, played in the same Little League.
Yeah.
And boy, talk about that. That's just absolutely astounding. If you know the answer to that, either put it up on Facebook Live or mention it when you call in. The one Little League that has produced great stars, Tino Martinez, Wade Boggs, Darryl Strawberry, and Dwight Gooden.
And Jake is coaching the Little League for Greater Largo Little League too. So maybe a few years from now, he'll be part of the trivia question from all the guys that he's coaching.
That would be great. Well, we're going to take our break for the top of the hour. Stay with us. Ben Smith's going to join us in the second hour from T&D Golf. He's got some great gift ideas. If you haven't already started your Christmas shopping, he'll help you out with that for the golfer on your list. Hour number 2 of the home team coming up next here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340, 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City,
FM 102.3.
Listen.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best. I'm Stacey Lynn. The holiday shopping season has started off strong. Adobe anticipates consumers will fork out $5.5 billion today on Small Business Saturday and nearly $6 billion tomorrow. As for Cyber Monday, it's expected to be the biggest online shopping day of the year, bringing in over $14 billion. This woman in Orlando was out yesterday on Black Friday and says getting a good deal is everything.
It means a lot because you're struggling to feed your families.
Not only are the shops busy this week and the airports are jam-packed, this 5-year-old in Atlanta has some advice.
To get onto the airplane, you're going to have to be patient until they call your line.
The airlines could be impacted by not only holiday travel delays, but there's also an emergency software update. Hundreds of the big commercial Airbus planes need to get by tonight or they'll be grounded. The suspect in the shooting of 2 National Guard members in D.C. is an Afghan national who was allowed in the U.S. through a Biden-era program. White House correspondent Weijia Zhang reports.
The Department of Homeland Security now says it will be reviewing all asylum cases approved under the Biden administration. And officials tell CBS News the Trump administration has directed that all current asylum decisions be paused.
Sean Von Diver is an advocate for Afghan migrants.
My number one concern is that all these 195,000 Afghans that came here during the last administration are going to be painted with the brush of this man.
He says the shooter alone is responsible for what he did, and placing blame on all Afghan migrants is wrong. Even as talks about peace continues, Russia continues its attack on Ukraine. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer with details.
The Russian drones attacked before dawn. Residents of Kiev ran for cover. Many took shelter in the subway until the sun rose on the destruction. Apartments, both in the capital and in settlements nearby, were hit. Irina Boruchevska lives in one of them. This is pure terrorism, she said. What else would you call it? We, kids too, face one sleepless night after another. They not only face lack of sleep and destroyed homes, but power cuts, cold, water shortages, and a steady stream of the dead coming back from the front.
Well, this is definitely not what anyone wants right now. Cases of norovirus are on the rise all across the country. CDC says it's super contagious, and the number of cases is usually highest between November and April. This is CBS News.
Nothing makes a gathering great like Eggland's Best Eggs. They're just so delicious, with better nutrition, too. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's Best.
Do you have questions after being injured in a car accident or injured because of someone's negligence? Do you feel overwhelmed or uncertain about the next steps after being injured in a crash? The personal injury attorneys at Peronic, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes have been helping their injured clients since 1955 and are now on this radio station to provide guidance to you. Listen to FLA Law each Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. Let their decades of experience help you and your family. Offices in Clearwater, non-attorney spokesman.
Tune in to the Dr. Lou and Tammy Show every Wednesday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 106.1 and 102.3 FM. We shine a spotlight on local small businesses, giving them a platform and the recognition they deserve. We also dive into today's top medical news, keeping you informed and empowered. Don't miss out. Join us for engaging conversations and expert insights only on the Dr. Lou and Tammy Show.
Tune in to the Shrink and Wrap Show here on Tan Talk Radio. Our stories and our topics will include, but are not limited to, everyday issues. We're here for you, for our listeners. We want to know what's important to you. So again, don't miss us on Tan Talk Radio. Tune in again, Shrink and Wrap Show. We'll see you then.
The Shrink and Wrap Show at its new time, Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Caregivers find the support they need on Connecting Caregivers Radio with Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregiver. Heard every Friday from 1 to 2 p.m., Linda and her caring and knowledgeable guests will bring you education, information, and resources, as well as a shoulder for caregivers. That's Connecting Caregivers Radio with Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregiver, where you can find help and hope every Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Ain't it good to
Hey listeners, tune in to Nostalgic Radio and Cars Tuesdays at 7 p.m. I play some groovy 60s, 70s music and talk about far-out cars. I'll bring you up to speed on some bitchin' car shows, swap meets, and vintage racing. So join us Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Listen to my interviews with special car guys, celebrities, racers, builders, customizers, and collectors. We'll discuss cars, auctions, values, restoration, project cars, and parts. We'll have featured cars. We'll talk about test drives. We'll include topics on boats, planes, and vintage musical instruments. So tune in to Nostalgic Radio and Cars Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
This is Paul Porter, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, inviting you to join me and Jason Alessi for the home team every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live, the home team with Paul Porter. Special guests, prizes, and your phone calls about the Bucs, Lightning, Rays, USF, Sun, FSU, Florida, and more. Talk to you this Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
The Tampa Bay Sun have won the USL Super League Championship.
When the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady. I don't know why we ever think it won't.
It's time for the Father and Son's home team on the Tan Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live. The home team is brought to you by Father and Son's Windows and Doors, locally owned and operated with offices in Tampa Bay and Orlando. Visit them on the web at faswd.com and mention the home team for special pricing. And now, here he is, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and the press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you, Brother Pat, and welcome to hour number 2 of the home team. So glad to have you with us. Thanks to Corey Long for joining us in the first hour. Ben Smith is coming up in just a few minutes as well from T&D Golf. A couple of housekeeping items that I want to mention. Number one, yes, there will be Facebook Live on the day of the Christmas party. If you see the picture, you'll be looking at an empty studio. Maybe Matt will run over and wave from time to time, but you still will be able to hear the show on Facebook Live. So want to make that clear, even though we won't be in studio because we'll be at Alessi Bakery, there will be Facebook Live. But we do hope you can come by Alessi Bakery and say hello. And as well, because it'd be nice to kind of get everybody together and gather together as well. So that is one thing that we wanted to mention. And Jake is going to try and make it over for the Christmas party, right?
Yeah. Of course. I shall try my best, but I will be there for sure.
All right. Very good. Well, we'll look forward to having you there for that. And also, we do have winners in our trivia question. And it was actually the West Tampa Belmont Heights Little League is where all of those stars went. And they call it Belmont Heights. That's where it's actually located. But West Tampa is a similar name.
Right. And it's just amazing how Tampa can produce such great ball players.
It really is. Absolutely. So,
we haven't seen them in a while. We haven't seen a few in a while, but we'll get there, I think.
And David from Odessa was the winner for the month of November for our trivia questions. So, David, we got some prizes coming out to you as far as the trivia winner for the month of November is concerned. And then next Saturday, we'll start the month of December, and we'll see who has the most wins with the 4 shows in the month of December. Let's go back to the phone lines. Anthony is joining us. Anthony, welcome back to the home team.
Hey, hey guys, great show. Welcome back, Paul, and your guest, the noise. I got to segue into the LA crowd last Sunday. What a noisy crowd. So anyways, it was pretty much hard for the guys to really make out what was being called out. But that was next to Seattle, that was a noisy crowd.
And the surprising thing to me, Anthony, is if you go to a Dodger game or a Laker game or a Kings game, they're not over the top. I mean, Southern California is kind of a laissez-faire type of people. So I was a little surprised by that, but you're right. It was loud there in Los Angeles.
It was.
Yeah, when you're saying laid back, you can never get more laid back than Angels fans. I mean, those are you can fall asleep at an Angels game. It is so but as far as the Lightning guys, I'm impressed by the young defensemen, Chucky, Charles Edward Dastu, Lilleberg. All these guys are stepping up and just performing at their utmost. And everywhere in the ice, Yanni, I think you might have heard Phil Esposito the game before say that Yanni had no business trying to score. Well, I think Yanni might have heard that and taken it to heart. And wow, what a game yesterday! And I'm looking forward to them putting a hurt on New York, because the way they did it to us here at home, and then. The New York fans here, the New York fans without a home, the transplants were hooting and hollering. But let's turn the page on them today at 1.
And there's a question on Facebook Live, Anthony. If you heard the Led Zeppelin music that DJ Bolt was playing at the Lightning games, last few games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's been kicking up some tunes for sure, but nothing surprised me out of my chair than that early Santana from Santana Brox's album coming through the speakers. That was a real surprise to me. Kind of a shout back to the early 70s as a kid. So, but the Bucks, never say never to an opponent. But I'm confident if Baker can't go in, I think Teddy can perform. So it's just they got to keep the receivers on the opponent's side at bay, because they can run gunshot. LA was running all over these guys last Sunday, and they got to do their utmost to maybe put some pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, that's something they haven't done a lot. That's something they really do need to do more of. That's for sure. Well, Anthony, do you have a score for the game tomorrow?
Sure. I'm going to go with 28-25 Tampa Bay. It's going to be close, and I'm going to stick with the 14-6 halftime Tampa Bay.
All right. And I hope you're going to be able to make our Christmas party in 2 weeks.
For sure. I'm going to have my friend drive me up there, and we'll be there. And it's always something to look forward to each December. So thanks, Jason, for hosting it, and look forward to it, man.
Really appreciate it. All right, Anthony. Thank you so much.
Take care, guys.
All right. We appreciate it. Yeah, if you can make it, we'd love to have you come by. You can stay for the whole 2 hours. You can stay until they close, for that matter. But we're going to be there from 9 to 11. Or if you just have a few minutes and you got a lot of other things going on, I know it's a busy shopping time and other holiday parties and things of that nature. We certainly hope you can come by and say hello for a little while at Alessi Bakery. And just to clarify, we've been outside in previous years, outside in the pavilion there, but our friends Milton and company kind of took care of the pavilion, so we're going to actually be indoors right there in the dining room area of Alessi Bakery. So don't look for us outside. Come inside, and of course you can pick up all of your favorite holiday goodies there as well from Alessi Bakery. Well, Jake, you're going to have to bring some stuff home for the family there.
It won't make it home. Eat it all.
But anyway, that's coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to take a break. More of the home team coming your way here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and of course, Facebook Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free for 12 months financing with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust father and son windows and doors at the Home Team, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com.
Much like the weather, your life could change at the drop of a hat. Don't be caught unprepared. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, but no matter what happens to you, you can make sure your loved ones are provided for with a life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance. Meet with a local independent agent and secure a policy now to rest easy knowing you're protecting the ones you love. Visit Vermost Insurance in Tampa Bay today at vermost.com. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory.
For the first time ever, the Home Team is endorsing a place for all of you fishermen. And the winner is Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just half a mile south of Almerton Road in Largo. Betts, that's B-E-T-T-S, is open 7 days a week from 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Everything you need, from clothing by AFCO and Skinny Water Culture to Shimano and Daiwa Reels. They also do repair of your equipment. Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just half a mile south of Almerton and Largo. Online at customfishing.com.
When you talk about ice rink development in West Central Florida, one name stands alone: Iceman Development, LLC. Gordy Zimmerman, president and founder of Iceman Development, has played an integral part in the construction of the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon, the training home of the three-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Advent Health Center Ice Complex, a multi-million-dollar facility boasting 150,000 square feet, and ranked the top indoor ice rink facility by both the USA Today and Yelp. Iceman Development is currently involved in creating yet another outstanding ice rink facility in Trinity in Pasco County. Iceman's company mission is to build community projects that impact the area both in quality of life and economic growth. For more information, visit icemandevelopment.com. That's Iceman with two N's, development.com. If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the Home Team. Right now, for all Home Team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free financing for 12 months with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the Home Team. In fact, I'm one of their customers, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com. Father and Son Windows and Doors, faswd.com. That's faswd.com.
Thanks for staying with us. Now more of the Home Team with Paul Porter and Jason Alessi.
Thank you very much. Jason is out this week, but Matt and Jake Noyes are here. It always takes two guys to fill Jason's chair.
That's right.
We're glad to have them both here today. And we also are very glad we haven't had him on in a while because he's been so busy, which is what happens when you advertise on the Home Team. Ben Smith from T&D Golf is joining us. Hello, Ben.
Hey, Paul. Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. And I know your things are hopping over there at T&D Golf. We appreciate you taking the time to join us today. And people are starting their Christmas shopping, Ben, and some are already done. Some are in the midst of it, but T&D Golf is a great place to go for any golfer on your list.
Yes, exactly, Paul. Like we've been discussing for the many years I've been working with you. T&D Golf is all about helping people save money playing this crazy game. It's getting more and more expensive now for all the new products out there, and so we always specialize in good low to mid price point products, new and used, closeout opportunities, tremendous amount of repairs and services and stuff we can do to help you maintain your clubs. But the whole thing is, as we've seen really in the last 5 years, it seems like the manufacturers are really pushing the limits on what products can sell for. So you're driving out a large percentage of the population. And so it's really helped us because we people can come in here and have a budget that, anywhere from, low price, mid price, high price, and I'm going to accommodate you. So I just try to make people enjoy the game and make sure their wallets don't bleed too much.
Absolutely. Matt, you had a funny story you told us off the air. Do you mind sharing that?
Sure. When I first became an attorney, I said, well, gosh, I'm an attorney. I better learn how to play golf. And so there was this golfing school right on Gulf to Bay. And so I signed up for lessons for 6 months, and I didn't get any better. And then I said, well, I better renew my lessons for another 6 months. And so I did for another 6 months. And then after the 12th month, I said, well, not any better. I better do it again. And the coach said, listen, Matt, as long as you're playing softball, I'll take your money, but you're never going to get any better. And so fortunately, I didn't put another 6 months in.
At least he was honest with you.
That's right.
For
but
sure.
I think that's great because golf is getting harder and harder, more expensive to play.
Yeah.
And so some place where the average Joe who just likes to get out with his buddies and have a good time, I think it's a great opportunity to hit the spot and still enjoy the game without breaking the wallet.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're like Jake and messing up your clubs, Ben, you can take care of that because you do club repairs, right?
Oh yeah, we do a tremendous amount of regripping, reshafting. People come in and the club is supposed to be in one piece and it's in two, and we get it back to where it's in one piece and it's functional, so you can be able to play with it. So that's another thing. A lot of times, Paul, people have a nice set, but they'll let the grips go and they don't play for a while, or they'll store them in the heat and the grips get all nasty. So instead of spending a gazillion dollars to buy a new set, come in and get them regripped, get them freshened up, and keep playing. It's just one of those things where I'm trying. I've been here almost 30 years now. I'm trying to break the persona that you can only play this game if you have a lot of money and you got to spend a lot of money to be able to play the courses. There's ways to play courses around the area that you can get discounts on, and we can save you a bunch of money buying good used products or older model products. It's all about getting people what they need and the budget they want to be able to spend, so they can get out and enjoy, which I think is one of the best games in the world. I mean, where else can you have 4 hours with an executive or 4 hours with your family? I mean, a lot of times, think about it. Your kids get to be a little bit older and they kind of go away. You don't see them much. Say, hey, you want to go play golf today? And they're like, okay. You got 4 hours with them on the course. I mean, you can't get that with a teenager nowadays.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Yeah. Jake had a question. What is it wrong when your driver head goes further than the ball?
Well, that just means you have a good swing, and we just have to make sure that you're making good contact. You got to hit the center of the face, and not on the side or anything. So we can work on that.
There you go. Now, another very popular item, Ben, that you have is gift certificates, and those are great because after the Christmas is over, people can come in and use them just like cash at your store.
Exactly. And the good thing about that, Paul, is that I get people from around the country that like, I have grandma from New York or California or, Michigan or something. They'll call in and their family lives here. So we can do the gift certificate over the phone, have it here waiting for the customer to come out, pick it up under their last name, or we can mail it out to them. So, yeah, we do a lot of that. And because people, if they live out of town or they live far away and they want to buy something for their son or their significant other, they can just call up here. We'll do it over the phone, come in and pick it it up and use it when you're ready.
Well, one of your good customers and fans, John Bycheck, is on hold, and he's going to be joining us next.
Okay, cool.
He's listening to your comments. But, Ben, give us all the details. When are you open? Where are you located? And what's the best way to hook up with some good shopping?
Yeah, we're at T&D Golf. We're at 4205 West Waters Avenue here in Tampa. We're basically on Waters and Del Mabry, and about 10 minutes north of the stadium and about 10 minutes northeast of the airport. The easiest way I tell everybody nowadays is just Google T&D Golf Tampa. Our Google page comes up. All the directions are there, photos are there, and the current hours of operation are there. We're pretty much Monday through Saturday, Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 1 on Saturday, and always close on Sundays. But I just tell people, just pull your phone out of your pocket, Google T&D Golf, and you'll see our current hours and everything there, right there for you.
And if somebody's old-fashioned like me and wants to call you, what number do they call?
813-888-5433.
All right, Ben, thank you so much. Happy holiday season. I'll be in the store before long, and we appreciate your longtime support of the home team.
You too, Paul. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great, great day.
All right, appreciate that. Well, we mentioned John Bycheck was standing by, and I believe he is. Hello, John.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning, John. Welcome back to the home team.
Well, thank you, sir. Just out with my boo on a little walk.
How's it feel out there? Nice and cool?
Very cool, very energizing, so to speak.
That's
good. I like cool weather.
That's right.
Energizing. That's a good way to put it. Some would say
Paul,
cold,
you did a good job with the FSU game yesterday. Sorry about the score, but
it was.
Voice back on the basketball court was well worth it.
It was a bit of an adventure trying to announce the game from Section 218, where the game was just a rumor from where you were at, and I felt like Bob Uecker, the old he missed the tag, but we did our best with what we had.
Well, Gene couldn't spot you courtside. I figured you were up there.
They somehow, in their miraculous idea, the people that put the game on did not have a space at the scorer's table for the PA announcer. And it was the first time in 40 years of doing basketball that I have not been courtside to do it. And if you can imagine, well, you guys know where Section 218 is at Benchmark International Arena. You're quite a ways from the court, and the referees always signal to the scorer's table, which is we were on the other side. So we had to just guess. Well, it looks like he had two hands up, so it must be double digits. We were saying, was it 5 or no? I don't think it was 5. I think it was 16. So it was an adventure.
Quite the challenge.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little Lightning hockey. They had a big win yesterday, and taking care of the Rangers today. I talked to somebody the other day and talked about the depth. These young guys that are up here give us a lot of depth for late in the season, so that's a big help. I know a couple of the guys, McDonough and Hedman, may have lost a step, but you still need their leadership and their defense out there. So I'm excited about these young guys.
Yeah, they are. And, it was really something that, to me, you didn't expect. I mean, when you bring up half of the AHL roster, you think, well, this is going to be a lean time, and let's just hope they can hold it down somewhat until we get to the guys coming back. But it produces another dilemma, John, in that who do you send back down when Hedman and McDonough and Point and Chernak are all able to go?
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the strategy that Cooper's got, giving them all playing time, making sure everybody's set for the playoffs, because obviously playoff hockey is different than any other sport.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep your old guys in the game because they got that leadership and that grit. But these young guys are giving us a lot of depth in case something happens down the road.
And that's what I thought. I thought our guest made a good point, was that, we talk about Vassy, we talk about the new guys and even the leadership of the old guys, but really what the glue is really Cooper, who's able to keep them all together. and know their weaknesses and know their strengths and really incorporate a good coaching strategy to help win.
He's a master, too, at tinkering with the lines and saying, well, let's try this guy with this guy, and let's move him over here, and let's move him from center to wing and wing to center. And it usually ends up working.
I know Jake always, while we're at the game, he's always talking about the changes of the lines and such like that.
Oh, yeah. I like how Coop mixes up the lines. It builds chemistry, but I also like what he does when we bring up an AHL guy. He has them come to practice. They might not make their NHL debut, but they get practice with the team, and if they don't play, they get sent back down. But if they get recalled back up, they already know the system. They already know what to expect at practice. So that's the way Cooper coaches, and that's why he's so good at coaching. He does things that other coaches, frankly, don't tend to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hall of Fame coaches won at every level.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, John, what is your score for the Bucks and the Arizona Cardinals tomorrow?
Well, I think I had a good week last week.
Yeah, you actually won the contest the week before last.
That's right. And thanks for those gift certificates. I've already been to Leslie Bakery and helped out with our Thanksgiving meal down there. So that was
wonderful. And I hope you can make it for the Christmas party on December 13th.
You got to text me something like that. I haven't been listening that much, so text me something on that.
Yeah, it's coming up December the 13th, 2 weeks from today. We're going to do the show live from Alessi Bakery from 9 to 11.
Okay.
So if you can stop by for a little bit, we'd love to see you.
Arizona's defense is pretty tough. They play some teams well. I'm going to say we're winning 23-20, but.
All right. And a halftime score?
10-10.
10-10. All right. Well, say hello to your boo for me.
Hang on.
Hey there, home team.
Hey, how are you, Gene?
I'm doing well.
I heard you're out for an energetic walk, huh?
Yeah.
She doesn't seem as enthused as John did about that.
That's right.
Got to do it. Stay in vertical.
There you
guys
go.
Have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving. Grateful to know you guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Appreciate it, John. What a drop off from how he was describing it.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, we're going to take a break and then join us on the phone lines. We have room for you right now. It's been a busy show. It always goes by very quickly, but we have room right now on the phone line. 727-441-3000. More of the home team coming up here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live. This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
10 years ago, my wife and I started a nonprofit ministry to help victims of domestic violence called Reach Out, Speak Out. Would you consider a donation to help our ministry? If you'd like to join our auxiliary board or just be a friend to Reach Out, Speak Out by helping with your time, talents, or treasures whenever you're available, please contact us by visiting reachoutspeakout.org. Please send your donation to Post Office Box 4979, Tampa, Florida 33677, 5013C number 47163. 0804. My favorite restaurant in all of Tampa Bay is J. Alexander's at the corner of Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of I-275 in Tampa. The prime rib is to die for. Steaks are just as mouthwatering, and that's not all. Seafood like salmon, ahai tuna, shrimp, or crab cakes. Don't forget the salads and appetizers like my favorite French onion soup, and top it all off with a homemade dessert. J. Alexander's in Tampa at Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of 275. Open 7 days, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Reservations suggested but not necessary. Sooner or later, you're going to need a plumber. It's just a fact of life. Want somebody honest and reliable? The plumber I use is the Bearded Plumber. I've known Thomas since his high school days and now is an established plumber who offers 24-hour-a-day full service because plumbing emergencies don't wait. Keep this number handy. You know you're going to need it. It's 866-882-3273. The Bearded Plumber, 866-882-3273.
This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory.
If you fishermen need anything for your fishing enjoyment, you'll find it at Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Almerton in Largo. Rods and reels by Shimano and Daiwa. Frozen bait for saltwater fishing, clothing from AFCO and Skinny Water Culture, Costa Del Mar sunglasses, and more. Visit them online at customfishing.com. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4 on Sunday. Betts Fishing Center, Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Almerton in Largo. Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and one has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com. After a car accident, there are many questions that you need answers to. Who pays for my car repairs? Who pays for the medical bills? What about my lost wages? And more. The personal injury law firm of Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes has been answering these questions for their clients for nearly 70 years. Since 1955, they've been a voice of the injured in the legal system. As one of the longest established law firms in Tampa Bay, Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes is here to answer your questions. Listen to their live call-in radio show on this channel every Tuesday evening from 5 to 6 p.m. or call them at 727-796-8282 or visit them at voiceoftheinjured.com. Offices Clearwater, non-attorney spokesperson.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the Home Team. Right now, for all Home Team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free for 12 months financing with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the Home Team, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com.
Now let's get back to the home team with the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you very much. And I'm not the greatest cook in the world. I'm the first to admit that. But I have developed a recipe for meatloaf.
Uh-oh.
And I made a 2-pound meatloaf that delicious. I enjoyed during Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And also we'll have still some leftovers in that. But that's my favorite dish is meatloaf.
Do you put bacon on top of it when you cook it?
No, I haven't done that. And I don't like the tomato sauce either.
Okay.
I like it just, straight. But
I'm with you on that.
The peppers I like. I put the peppers in the onions, but I don't like the tomato because it dominates the taste.
Right.
I like brown gravy on it, but if I'm going to have anything at all. So, but I enjoyed doing that.
I'll dip it into the ketchup afterwards, but I don't want to be cooked in the
if you
sauce.
want to dip it, that's fine, but not for me. But before we go any further, and we're going to get to Don in just a second here from St. Petersburg, Matt, we appreciate your support of the home team, your firm there, USA Law.
Sure.
And tell us a little bit about that, what you do, and who you can help.
Sure, we're happy to do it. We talk about injuries on the Buccaneers, and we talk about injuries on the Lightning during this great show. But at Parent at Caulfield, Illinois, we deal with injuries all the time, but we deal with injuries from car accidents and work injuries and such. We are a
Slip and falls.
Slip and falls, yes. We are a personal injury law firm. We're the first personal injury law firm in Pinellas County and one of the first in Tampa Bay. We've been helping people since 1955, so it's our 70th birthday this year.
Wow.
And so we're proud to be able to be a voice of the injured in the legal system.
All right. And if people just have questions, or they say, I was in an accident and, what's my next step? What should I do? You can help them with that.
Sure. We're always happy to help them. Many times we talk to people, we don't even have to represent them. They may just have a question and that they just need an answer to. So we're always happy to talk to them, whether it's in our office or whether it's during our radio show, because we do have a radio show here every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. here on WTAN Radio.
All right. Very good. So be sure and tune that in. You're on from time to time, right?
Yeah, I'm on. Jacqueline Bryant and I take turns month to month. And so she's hosting for December. I just got done with November.
Okay.
And so I'll be back in January, but I may jump in on with Jacqueline once in a while to co-host it.
All right. Very good. Well, and of course, you got your part-time show here on Saturdays whenever Jason is out.
This is fun to talk. I got Jacob down here with me, so it's a lot of fun to come here. We appreciate the opportunity always.
I noticed that Jake only goes to your part-time show. He never goes to your full-time show.
That's right. He's never been on FLA Law on the radio. And so he's a lot more energetic here when we're talking sports than if we're talking car accidents and trip and falls.
All right. Well, we do appreciate that, and we appreciate your support of the home team.
Our pleasure.
Let's go back to the phone lines. Don is with us from St. Petersburg. Don, good morning. You're on the home team.
Good morning, Paul. I heard you talking about Golish and whether he's going to stay or not. I watched the game yesterday, the Ole Miss Mississippi State game, and they were talking, of course, about Lane Kiffin. And they were talking about the calendar that college football is currently falling in right now, which is that the national day of signing for college football programs is on this Wednesday. And that's why Lane Kiffin has to make a decision about whether he's staying at Ole Miss or whether he's going to go to LSU. What do you think about it being so tight? It used to be early January was the day that teams knew what players were going to commit to their next program. I just think it's just ridiculous. I don't know who would have thought that having it right after Thanksgiving, when you have really 2 more weeks of football to be played,
and bowl games,
and bowl games on top of it. What do you think? They have to change it, or do you think that we're kind of stuck with this idea?
That's a good question. Jake, any thought on that?
They do it now because a lot of these guys that are signing out of high school, they come to the bowl games and they come the later few weeks. They want to get involved with the system already. So that's why National Signing Day is so early in this early windows, because they want to get to that level. They want to be able to compete in practice, try to already start trying to work their way up in the depth charts. I mean, why Lane Kiffin has to make decisions in the way Lane Kiffin had to technically buy all his players from the portal his last few seasons at Ole Miss, where LSU is a more recruiting school. So that's why it's such a hard decision, because I like the way he puts it. $5,000 these days gets you half a defensive back. So NIL money's big. And so whether you're a high school player who's leaving early to go train and go practice with a team, or you just want to be around the guys. And that's what I love about college football, is that you have the opportunity to leave quote unquote high school early and go mesh with the team that you're going to be with. On the other side, it's whether or not who your coach is. So Lane Kiffin's decision. it's a domino effect. Honestly, if Lane
Mhm.
stays, LSU now has to find a replacement. He leaves, Ole Miss finds a replacement. So it's definitely it's not just the program that's hurting, but it's also the players who are going to be affected because they might have to switch from one school to another based on who the coach is. So
Well, I'll tell you what bothers me, and it's not so much with the players as it is with the coaches. I don't think any coach should be allowed to accept a job until his season is over. And by his season, I don't just mean the regular season, I mean the bowl game is over.
and I agree.
And wait until everything is over and then announce I'm going to such and such, or I'm accepting an offer from this team. To me, it's too much of a distraction. And now you're the players are saying, well, do I want to even bother with the bowl game? Because the coach is leaving. So what's
and
the
a lot
use?
of the players, some of the players don't even want to play in the bowl games. It's
Mhm.
like I agree with you, Paul, that I think the coaches shouldn't be able to pick a new job. I also think that the players should be required to play in the bowl games.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Don, your thoughts on that?
My thoughts, of course, are with all this money that's being given to coaches as far as salary and also buyout, I think that's kind of messed up a little bit of loyalty as far as whether they should jump the gun before the end of a season. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, these buyouts are unbelievable. FSU can't afford a buyout, so they're going to be stuck with their coach, supposedly. But then UF got rid of their coach, and of course Penn State got rid of their coach, and it's just firing coaches in the middle of the season is just ridiculous. That's why I think this National Signing Day thing being so early is not really going to work very well, because if something happens and somebody jumps for another job, now you have a whole bunch of other people following them. And you're right about the portal. The portal's open all the time. So it's not like the portal gets shut off, while this is all going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Good comments today, Don, as always. I hope you can make it for our Christmas party in 2 weeks.
Yes.
At Alessi Bakery. And what's your score for the Bucks and the Cardinals tomorrow?
The final score will be Bucks 28, St. Louis 19.
All
and at
right.
the half, it will be 14-10. It'll be Bucks.
All right. Very good. Don, thank you so much. We really appreciate your contributions to the home team.
Thank you. You too, Paul. I appreciate it, and your guest host today.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you very
again.
much.
We appreciate that. We're going to take our final break, and then when we come back, we'll tell you what we think about the Bucks and the Cardinals coming up tomorrow, and a few more tidbits as well. Great comment on Facebook Live, and that is, when you are doing your holiday shopping or your holiday preparations, whatever that may be, remember our sponsors. Remember the people that make the home team possible. And, just a few, Alessi Bakery and, of course, the Palm Pavilion on Clearwater Beach. And just to run through them all, our title sponsor, Father and Son Windows and Doors. Any way that you can support them would be greatly appreciated. And it's a great way to really secure the home team for years and years to come, because without the sponsors, wouldn't be here.
Right. It's like family.
I don't work for free.
Yeah, it's like family. You want to support the family members and such like that. So
absolutely. If you need an attorney, call Matt. That certainly goes without saying. More of the home team coming up on the Father and Son Windows and Doors home team, the Tan Talk 1340, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free for 12 months financing with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the home team, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com.
Grace Family Church continues to grow with now 8 locations throughout Tampa Bay. Here's lead pastor Chris Bonham on the success of Grace Family Church.
You know, we as a church, we want to be relevant to all people of all ages, and we've been excited to see that. Especially at this time, we're seeing a real hunger for people to come know more about God, know more about the Bible, and we feel like what we're doing on the weekends and in our midweek stuff is really helping people take those steps. So being relevant, but not only relevant, being applicable. So they're going to hear a spiritual principle taught, and then they're going to find out, how can I put that into my life tomorrow?
For more information on Grace Family Church, including locations of their 8 campuses and the times of the service on both Saturday and Sunday, go to gfcflorida.com. Once again, that's gfcflorida.com. Come and experience the magic of Grace Family Church.
If you fishermen and ladies need anything for your fishing equipment, you'll find it at Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just half-mile south of Ulmerton Road in Largo. Rods and reels by Shimano and Dewa. Frozen bait for saltwater fishing. Clothing from AFCO and Skinny Water Culture. Costa Del Mar sunglasses and more. Visit them online at customfishing.com. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Betts Fishing Center, Starkey Road, just a half-mile south of Ulmerton in Largo.
The Palm Pavilion on Clearwater Beach is back and better than ever. Beautiful sunsets on sparkling Clearwater Beach, relaxing times with a wide variety of menu items, from sandwiches, seafood, landlubbers' favorites, desserts, and your favorite alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks is what you'll find at the Palm Pavilion. Located at 10 Bay Esplanade on Clearwater Beach, they're saying there's no place like this place any place else, so this must be the place truly applies. Come and enjoy a relaxing lunch, dinner, or drinks at one of Tampa Bay's gems that visitors from all over the world make a destination. The Palm Pavilion, 10 Bay Esplanade, right on Clearwater Beach. Visit them and check out their menu on the web at palmpavilion.com. That's palmpavilion.com. Your number one home team fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Vermost Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Vermost Insurance Agency in Tampa Bay today at vermost.com. That's vermost.com. Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and 1 has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com.
Time for more of the home team. Here again are Paul Porter and Jason Alessi.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the home team. This is our final segment today, and Matt, Jake, it's been great having you in studio.
It's been a lot of fun. Thanks, Paul.
We always enjoy it. Someone mentioned on Facebook Live, what is your favorite Christmas cookie?
Oh.
Well, you both had the same reaction. Oh. I mean, mine... And I don't think it's even considered a Christmas cookie, but I like chocolate chip. Can never go wrong with that.
I was going to say chocolate chip. I was going to make it Christmas by saying putting red and green M&Ms in it.
There's an idea.
There you go.
I like that.
That's what I would go.
I like
How about you,
cookies.
Jake?
All cookies are good.
You're the cookie monster, huh?
Well, yeah, but it depends. I don't like gingerbread. Would that qualify as a cookie, gingerbread?
Yeah, gingerbread cookies.
Gingerbread man, that's absolutely a cookie.
Matt, how about you?
Favorite cookie? Chocolate chip, hands down.
Okay, all right. I don't know if chocolate chip qualifies as a Christmas cookie unless you do like what Matt said and put the M&Ms in there.
Yeah, I've done it that way before.
Yeah, Aunt Michelle makes really good cookies with the powdered sugar on them, and she puts the M&Ms there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the time of year when you add to your corporation. And you don't have to feel bad about it.
That's right.
Well, it's time for us to give our prognosis on what we see for the Bucks and the Arizona Cardinals tomorrow. Matt, in the other room, the other Matt, we're going to start with you. What do you think?
Give me 14-6 Bucks at the half and 27-21 final. Favorite Tampa
Buccaneers
Bay.
prevail 27-21.
Correct.
All right. Jake, how do you feel?
I'm going to say final score 28-21 Bucks. Halftime score 14-7. Bucks are up at halftime.
So you and I are off by a point in both. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The other Matt, how do you feel about this?
I am totally opposite than everybody else. I think there's not going to be a lot of offense, especially if Baker Mayfield does not start. I say the game is going to be 13-10 Bucks.
Final score?
Final
13
score.
to 10,
yeah.
Okay.
And at halftime, 7-3 Bucks.
And people will not have any fingernails left when they leave for Raymond James Stadium tomorrow.
That's right.
Comes about.
Yeah.
I've got the Bucks winning fairly handily, a 17-point win, 31-14,
wow.
Which obviously means that Baker does play
and
puts 31 points on the board. And I also think the defense is going to chip in a little bit and maybe a touchdown return for interception.
That would be helpful. Yeah, you need to have a healthy Baker in order to get 31 points, though.
That's true.
Unless you get defense to score some.
Yeah, and I've got it 17-7 at halftime.
17-7.
That's what I see. Jake, what are the keys for the Bucks tomorrow to put this in the win column?
Defense. Well, it also depends. I don't know who's starting for the Cardinals. If it's Kyler Murray, definitely defense, and you contain him in the pocket because he's good scrambling wise. Defense. If Baker plays, that's a big momentum booster right there because I think the boys would be a little bit more fired up to go get a win for Baker, and I think the D-line and O-line will have a lot more feistiness in them to help Baker get that win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you see?
I think if Baker plays, he needs a good, strong O-line to protect him. Otherwise, it's going to be trouble not just for on Sunday, but also for future games. So
and we all hold our breath when he grabs the ball and runs because you know he's got to slide down quick enough without hurting that arm anymore. So that will be key. By the way, John mentioned John in Clearwater says that the sugar cookie is his favorite.
Sugar cookie, yeah.
And you can't go wrong with those either. That's absolutely true. Well, Jake, it's rivalry Saturday. Ohio State, Michigan coming up in just over an hour from now. Which games will you be focused on today?
Tennessee, Vanderbilt. That's a big one. That also has factors for college playoffs.
Vanderbilt no longer a pushover.
I know.
They used to be a gimme game there, but no longer a pushover.
This is actually the real time. You could say it's the battle for who has the better program in Tennessee. Ohio State, Michigan. That's going to be a good one. I have Michigan winning by a touchdown. I see Bryce Underwood feeling the guys.
Your lips to God's ears. I hope that happens. But,
Auburn, Alabama. That's the one tonight that everyone should watch, mostly because Alabama loses. That shakes up the whole college playoff tree, and that knocks them out. Auburn is playing without a coach. They fired their head coach. So they're pretty fired up to beat their rival tonight. So
I noticed rather inconspicuously that you left off the Florida State game.
They're both really bad this season. So, I mean, it's not really much to watch if, one team's going to, start losing 31-0 by halftime like last weekend. Florida was losing 31-0 to Tennessee. So I see Florida State taking it by a long shot because, it's Florida. So.
And I think the game you're going to is going to be a rout, USF and Rice. Rice is not that good.
They're not that good.
The coach for Rice has been so angry with his team, he gets steamed.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jason.
I like the dad jokes.
Yeah, you got to have some dad jokes. Thank you, Matt. You got to have some dad jokes in there. Well, enjoy all of the games today. We want to thank Corey Long for joining us on the program. Also, thanks to Ben Smith. Thank you to all of you on Facebook Live for contributing as well. Mario likes that sugar cookie with sprinkles.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
another good one there.
Red and
Yeah.
green sprinkles make it Christmas.
Yeah, there you go. You got to make it, got to follow tradition. And of course, they'll have great cookies at Alessi Bakery too.
Yeah.
So you can pick up some of those. We will talk to you next Saturday at 9:00. Jason will be back in studio, and we will be back with you as well next Saturday at 9:00 here on the Home Team on the Tan Talk Radio Network. AM 1340 and 1350. It's your last chance coming up here, Jake. Don't let me down. FM 106.1, 102.3. And also on Facebook
Live.